Hello everyone, today is Saturday, October 22nd around 2:24 p.m. New York time. Guys, we're gonna go with a daily video a day, a technical video a day for the week, better say. And we have changed, not too much, but we have changed some little, tweak here and there with the counts. Last week we were expecting a recovery in within the risk aversion trade. In other words, we were expecting risk off trade last week, and we get some degree of risk off trade, but it looks like what we did last week, it was a wave for within the US dollar. In other words, this market has not synchronized yet 100% on the risk of trade. We are suspecting that that's what's going to happen this coming week, and we have adjusted the counts according to that idea for this coming week. Now, let's start with the US dollar. The US dollar, we were counting it like this last week. We were counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 3, 4, and 5. All right. There are some, including us last week, that we were thinking that there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 swings. Now, I want you to take a look about two different things right here. First, let me put the RSI. If you take a look at the RSI, the divergence, the lowest read on the RSI happens to be right here, 2873A. Right here we got 283092, and right here we got 3041, and right here we got 3251. Now, downgrading the RSI, you need to know that if this was wave 4, wave 4 as it is, or wave 3, wave 5 or wave 3 also is going to have their own lower point. And then going from here up to here, we see the lowest point right here in this low, which means that this is part of the wave 3. Now, this wave 4 or wave 5, and look at the wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no a visible wave 4 right here that goes to this side, or only other than this one. So I believe that the right count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we got the separation within the wave 4, and all we're gonna get on Sunday is another new high, new low on the index before going higher. There is a chance that wave 3 or 5 is already done within the index. Now, let's play a little bit. Let's take the RSI down, that you guys know where we are. Let's take the RSI off, 1 second, and go with the Fibos. Now, if you take a look at the Fibos, from here, this is the 3802, right there, area of the 3802. If you take a look, the extension right here of 1, the extension of right here, the extension of 1 to 3, the low lap that we have is the 618, and that comes to the conclusion, and then you take this tension, the low also is around the 618. So that gives you the idea. Look, around the 1.618, that giving you the idea that it's very possible, very, very possible that this is the right count. Now, this looks like a triangle, and I'm relinquished. I've been saying all week that I don't like to count that as this B way. I like to count that as this, or in another scenario, If it ends here, but after seeing the RSI, I tend to favor the idea of discount. If looking on the RSI, this can be without looking at the RSI, only price structure, this can be a B right here, and a flat C. Most of the wave 4 always break the wave 3 channel, and if you take a look at channels only, there was this channel, wave 2 break out, and then there is this channel, wave 4 breaks out. So I like discount, to be honest with you. I like discount. Now let's take a look in a small time frame to the channel, to the count right here, and it should look like this. It should look like 1 2 3 A, 1 2 3 B, 1 2 3 with a flat in the middle, C, A B C D, up to here, and then a flat E. From there, what you have 1 2 3 to the 2%, then you got wave 4 at the 38.02, and we should expect the dollar to get strong on Sunday or Monday from either 173.76.17 or in extension 75.74. By seeing the wave 3 already, I would say around 76.17 or 75.98, 76 area, we should find support and the dollar should trade higher. The tendency here is A, and then A, B, Z, a flat, a three-way, 3 here, a three-way here, and then W, S, A, B, Z, and then become a three-way move from here as a flat. We should know soon, but that's the tentative. Now, let's take a look at oil. Oil looks like it did make a 5-way move from the top, and oil should trade lower on the C-way or getting into a compressed correction to the downside. The oil goes better with a flat idea on the dollar, to be honest with you guys. Now, short time frame on oil, like we've been saying, 5 ways, 3 backs, another 5. We should trade 3 backs here. This is going to be the last leg on the dollar, and then lower from there. All right? Now, let's take a look to the individual pairs. On the individual pairs, I'm looking at the most significant move over the whole last week. We got an announcement. What happened in announcement is that we mentioned like 2 weeks ago or a week ago that all we got in the metals are a 3-way higher. In other words, 1 2 3. Now Aussie makes a new high, and that new high in an Aussie trade, it looks like it's a high which make this low that we did a 93.85 a significant low. Why? Because 5 weeks after 5 weeks means that minimum we need 3 ways back. That's part of trading. That's how it is. And what I'm trying to say with that is that this new high in Aussie makes our buyers that we have, that we are correcting the move from May 4, certify that our buyers is telling me that we have the right counts, that we have the right buyers. So what you're expecting in Aussie is this is a new high to possible to 104.34, 104.38, 105.39 area, and then from there Aussie should drop in 3 before going higher. That's very interesting, but we were expecting the same move in a way of a double zigzag. Now, you see how this looks the same as the dollar index, which is telling me that that's the path that most of the pairs are following within the US dollar index. So what is telling me that US dollar trend is gonna come pretty soon, and that's what we are expecting overall in the market. So keep that in mind, and looking at the small time frame chart like in 1 hour, you need to take a look at this. It looks like Aussie, like the dollar, most likely did a triangle right here when we have A, B, C, D, E, and then from there it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something is going to happen, something like this. There is an alternative, which is A, B, C, D, and the E wave take a form of a triangle, A, B, C, D, E, and the move then start at 102.12, 102.02. Anyway, my advice, Aussie needs to go minimum to 104.33 and from there lower. If it's from here, I see 5 ways already. If you take a look at the RSI, it's giving divergence already. So the dollar is gonna get strong, guys, next week. I guarantee you guys that it's gonna get strong. That's our view. Now let's take a look at Aussie in the daily chart, or the weekly better. 1 second, where is my Aussie chart right there? It's right here. Let me open. That is kind of slow today also with the ESM now. Okay, right here we have the Aussie on the daily. These are the levels that you guys need to take and consider. This is the cycle that if it is corrective, this is the cycle that should be. And I like 104.34 to sell Aussie right there. That's possible, that there is a scenario that when the A wave is gonna end, then it's gonna drop to around this low, this area right here, around 90 again, 99, 100, and then from there it's gonna go higher to 108, 10, minimum to 106 to 83. Keep in consideration that all you got in the top in Aussie is a 3-way move. But we believe that the market is correcting this, so we're expecting either a W like we're laboring, or a nest, but this is being very deep at this stage. I doubt right now that Aussie is on the nest. We're still laboring Aussie, like the top is in place, but open-minded, guys. All you got from the top is 3 ways, all right? Now, let's move on to the euro. And on the dailies, we have same scenario. We are ending 5 ways from the tops in the euro. We are ending 5 ways from the top in the euro. We are, I'm sorry, from the bottom in the euro. I'm sorry, my bad, right? And we are ending 5 ways from the bottoms in the euro. We are correcting the cycle from May 4, and it looks like 140.57 can be very interesting. I doubt it that the market can get that high, but well, I think that at the end, the market is going to find resistance after three waves around 142.69, even 145. This congestion area is going to find resistance. But I think that if the 50, which is the top of that congestion, is tradable, that's going to be a heck of resistance right there right now. But the way it's structured is telling me that maybe it doesn't get that high. So, but at the end, that's what we are expecting. Let's take a look at the 4 hour in the euro. We are adjusting the count a little bit right there and making the case for the same count that we're following within the US dollar index. Now, areas that you need to know. 139.82 is the 1.236 index feeble from here. That can be possible. 140.82 an extension, and the 140.50, remember guys, is right here already. So, but you need about 140, you need about 139.14. That's gonna be enough. Now, let me take this fibos here, and let's play it a little bit with the fibos. Look, 1, 2, 3. If you take a look here, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna notice that the high last week is around the 618. If you take a look from here, you're gonna see that the low at 36.50, that it was tested hard twice, it never broke it, is the 38.02 of the wave 3. So right now 5 equals 1 won't make it, so out of the equation. You need those fibos, or you need as a maximum area 141.21 to the upside. But I believe that the European Union is going to disappoint in the market this coming week, according to my structures on the Elliott Wave. I don't like this to be labeled as a B wave. Still, it can be a flat. This can be this A, and then this 4 can be A, and this still can be a flat. Very possible, and going down on the C. Either way, I believe that the next high in the euro should be faded. Now, another thing that I want you guys to show you is like the RSI. Look at the RSI on the euro. Higher read on the RSI comes right here, wave 303. This high was wave 305. And look at the angle, guys. Look at the angles right here. This is a well-defined channel right there. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a well-defined channel. This is wave 3, 4, and a 5 coming in. Now, what we're expecting is this week is a move down to at least 135.90, testing the previous low at 136 or wave 4, or 134 and change. And then from here, the euro should be bowed. Very simple right there. Now, if we take a look at the euro in the 1 hour, this is what we got. 1 hour euro. I'm labeling here. You guys gonna be presented with both a scenario, but I'm labeling here as a triangle. And you see the structure: A, B, C, A, B, C, V, A, flat, B, C, and then right here you got most likely a D and an E. When a E was a flat, A, B, Z, and then from there now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to either 137, 139.43, 139.72, and lower. We closed the short trade because we knew that we're gonna get a stop out. That's how we trade, guys. Sometimes it's painful, but we are conservative. But we make money. Keep that in mind. We made money. So that's what we see for the euro. Finally, because we're gonna have a seminar tomorrow. I don't want to get into too much details. A pair that is being very interesting is cable. Why cable? Because cable is not taking away the form of a phi wave from the lows. Cable is taking the way of A, B, C as a B, Z, when A is a double zigzag, B and Z. But look, cable is almost at the 50% retracement of the D wave, which comes at 160.06. Now, my message is, still there is a possibility that, but the Aussie trade is the one that I don't get it, because for me, the last decline in Aussie wasn't fine. But I believe that everyone should start buying the euro sometime this coming week. I'm sorry, the euro, not the dollar. Why? Because cable is getting to the minimum requirement of the E wave at the 50% retracement, 160.06, and who knows if this is all we're gonna get. If this is all we're gonna get, then the dollar is gonna explode higher. And remember, there is a flat scenario in the dollar, which is possible. And I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but you guys should be in that side of the market in case that the dollar breakout is happening. Now, the oil is telling me it won't happen, but well, I don't want to feel guilty of not letting you guys know what it can be a possible breakout in the dollar. Many of you guys always ask me about the dollar, for example, Rafi, and I don't want to be like some service. I was talking to Jason, which I like a lot, and he tweeted yesterday that like another service was killing retail traders. I don't want to hear that out of Elliott Wave forecast. So we have no buyers. We see the charge. We know that all the weekly counts are in favor of the dollar. We believe it's going to happen within 100% insurance. But our job is to let you guys know what we believe. And at this stage, this coming week, in some degrees, should be a dollar week. That's all I have to tell you. All right, guys, so see you guys tomorrow on the seminar. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and everyone having a great weekend. Thank you.